Good afternoon, folks. 21st of August today. The shows have started. Locally, there's been a few little open show, little like members shows, pub shows and that. I believe Hartlepool show's been on today. Billy Rumley's won that, so that's good news for Billy. The main shows start in a week's time. Next weekend we have Bedlington Station is on. There's two Potley classes and a heavy onion class. South Shields Temple Park is on the Saturday, and on the bank holiday Monday we've got Blackhall. I'm judging two of them, so it's going to be a busy weekend for me. As far as showing or exhibiting is concerned, my season's over with. The temperatures up here have been unbearable. Never known anything like it. And lots of people around the region are having big problems. A lot of people have got their leeks dug out already. I'm only hoping that the shows don't suffer by it. I can see some sparse benches in the leek classes anyway. The onions are totally finished now. I've topped out at about 26, 27 inches around. They're not heavy weights. I've just left even the quality ones. I've lifted some, they're inside, trying to righten a few off. We'll see what happens. There's one or two things I'm going to show you today. We'll dig a couple of leeks up. I'll show you how to put them back to seed. I've started cropping onion seed. I'll just show you. It's very early because of the time of year, but if you can see there, I hope you can see, it's nice and bright and sunny here. There's lots of black seed in there. The seed's actually dropping out, but there's black seed all the way around the side of this one. But on the top, the heat has actually just burnt it off completely. And we'll go in and take a look at some stock, and I'll show you what's happening there. But the black seed's coming out very nicely. I'm going to take this off its holster, and we'll turn it around. Right, first thing I'm going to show you, it's a nice sunny day here today, but we are at the end of August. If you take a look at the temperature here, don't know if you can see that, 133, that's it, 133 Fahrenheit, that's in the greenhouse, that's what it's been up to. Today's temperature is over 100, as you can see there, and that's just in here. The polytunnels have been the same, and it's literally burnt the tops off everything. But as I say, we've started to crop some onion seed. We'll go in and take a look at the stock in the stock house. Right, moving along here. The onions are nice and full, as we can see. There's some really nice heads here. But if we take a look at the top side of the onions, I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. I'm right high up there, the onion heads are really high. The sun has literally burnt them off completely, and obviously everything that's in the base is all dried off. Some haven't produced much at all, they've dried, as you can see there, because of the high temperatures. It'll be over 100 in here today, and it's such a big polytunnel, it's hard to keep the temperatures down. Moving on to stock leeks, I'm going to show you some different batches of stock. These are blanch leek heads. I hope you can see because the sun's burning my eyes here. The heads are actually burning and drying. I'll try and get some better examples of that. As we move further along, we can see here the sun has literally just dried these off. They're like straw. They'll be no good, I would imagine. They may have produced some small pips. The small sucker heads that are popping up, they're not so bad. So just to let you see there, moving further along, these are more of a height that I can handle. You can see where they've turned to straw. These are the freshest ones, which are only shaved about 10 days ago, and they're coming in. The sun hasn't hit them yet, but you need shading up for these. And we look in another area where I have stock plants, where they've managed to keep on a lot better. Later on, I decided to start feeding the strawberries. They weren't fed in the early stage. It's not strawberries, the tomatoes. So as we can see, I've picked all the bottom off, but this is my own seed from Maisie, and it has ended up coming very well. It's had 3 feeds recently, once a week, and it's put a little bit of size on. They're decent tomatoes, they're lovely quality, just like the parent Maisie. They're beautiful and round, as we can see. They are nice. Don't know if you can see those. Move further along. Beautiful round tomatoes, very little dimple in them. So they are it's a good quality fruit and the flavour is superb. So it's one I would definitely recommend to people. As we can see, they're very nice. David Thornton gave me some good advice. If you look around the top of here, I think you can see that. Where are we? That one. There's a tiny few little gold spots. You would hardly notice them, but David says that's a lack of boron, I believe he said. So we'll have to, I mean, they're not all like that, but odd ones are. So that's the tomatoes anyway. Stock plants in here for next year are all growing well. I've had to cut them back. I have had a fair bit of thrip damage. I think most people in the country have this year, and it's affected virtually everything. I'll show you the state of play of the leeks. I'm going to take the holster in because I'm going to dig a plant up. Should have brought the holster with me. I've dug one up this morning just to show a friend. That's a really big GSN. It's about 19 inches around, so he's a fairly big one, but the foliage is damaged, so he'll not be shown. Never mind. Right. Let's try and get this set up here. Just to show you, I've dug one up this morning. This is my new leek. It's looking very good. Nice root plate. Beautiful quality, as you can see. Very nice, smooth around the base. Nice and straight. Very, very slight taper, not much. No suckers at all. It's a nice clean all the way through. So the reason I've pulled that up now is basically because of all the burnt foliage that we see. If you look here, I'll not be able to exhibit any of them. They're all burnt. And this has happened right through. Also, they've got thrip on, so basically they'll not be shown. It's a shame, but that's just the state of play. I've got one here which I'm going to dig up. I'm going to turn the camera around, put it on the holster, and I'll dig it up and show you what we actually do to stop them. Hi, Gordon.
Hello, John, all right?
Yeah, champion. I'm just doing a little video. I'll just finish off here. I'll leave you to get on. Hope you can see that. Dig this one up and see what. Right, dig that up. As you can see, the foliage is burnt on it. And you can see there. So basically, you couldn't show those. Hope you can see that. That's with the heat, extreme temperatures. Strip some foliage off. This is a new leek. It was a seedling from the GSN. I'll probably call it GSN number 2. Beautiful, very soft foliage. So it's not like the GSN where it cracks open. I'll take another one off there. That's a nice straight leek, as you can see. Nice quality. Get a knife. Right, we'll take the root off completely. And we'll cut the top off. By doing so, first thing you check is make sure there's no hole in the bottom, none at all, and then check to make sure that there's no rings with any little suckers coming through, none at all again. Button at approximately 6 inches. These are only about 15 inches around, but as you can see, that's a nice leek. Now what I would do for that one, we'll actually cut in. I don't need all of these leaves on, I'm putting it back to stock. I'm removing one, hope you can see these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 leaves there. Nine leaves off, and as you can see, that's still not a bad leek. It's not coarse or anything, and it's still kept its shape. It's going to be a beautiful leek. It will be a leek for the future. It'll certainly take some stock in the quality classes. We'll even remove a couple more where I've split them there. That's the leek ready to go into the container for seed. Beautiful leek. Make sure you put a name on it. All the new root will come away from these parts, so that will make a good stock plant. So that's the new one, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that's going to be a leek for the future. I have got 2 more new ones for next year, which I have got high hopes.